the championship's been decided. Second, third, fourth place have yet to be determined, although it's likely they're going to stay the same. So, who the guys are? We don't have Leon today. He is actually in the lobby, but due to some lag issues during practice, he's decided that it'd be best that he just doesn't bother causing absolute chaos like he did in Mugello. So we got VTR, who's running a #1 for some reason. Would have thought that'd be Deck, but unless that's for manufacturer standings, something I can really think of. But I think it's Chapper's gonna be the first person set a lap time. No one's in front of him, so I'm going to assume so. Because these guys did a test here, so it's going to be interesting to see who gets where and if they can improve their times from the test. Considering 12 weeks have passed since that day. Oh, Chappers hits the grass and is down. Very easy mistake there. But so considering the test was 12 weeks ago and people have understood the game more, got better setups, etc, etc, you should expect that they will do better. But we will see. Because then they had 45 minutes, whereas now they only have 15. So we go Monster through the chicane. And now out of the third sector and into the fast chicane. And round the long right-hander. And into the final corner. So what time is Monster going to do? A 28.8. Gammy comes across the line, he's going to be the second person to set a lap time. He does a 27.8, so Monster doing I guess that's a banker lap. I look forward to be a bit faster. Here comes John. Goes third. Mr. Hitstick, if I can get to in time. Goes second. And then you got Deck. Mr. Pole himself. Goes round the long right-hander. And round the final corner. I got 26.3, and that is all she wrote, I'm afraid to say. Because I'm sorry, but I can't really see any of them setting a lap time that could possibly challenge that. So let's hope, yeah. Wigan goes fourth. Chappers is coming across the line now. And he goes second. Here comes VTR. And he goes second. Who is going to be the next person? It's going to be John. So I'm just going to try and find out what the test results were. So John going around the final corner. Working hard into the final corner now. And accelerating that Repsol Honda. And across the line to jump into 6th place, Mogsy. Now going around the long right-hander, left-hander, sorry. Around the final corner. And they cross the line to go 4th. And Monster goes around the final corner as well. Where's he gonna go? Yeah, he improves what he should do the exact same time as Chappers, but goes 4th since he's at it last. And Josh now with wearing a new helmet for today. Just across the line to go into 6th, so currently the times are fairly close apart from Deck and VTR. So Deck has gone 1/10 quicker than he did in the test. And Deck looks like he's going to further improve the time. Chappers has gone quicker. Nelson gets their lap time. Deck improves by a further 10th of a second. Gammy, yeah. So basically, if they're in a 27, for basically everyone, if they're in the 27s, apart from Nelson, they've improved. So here comes Gammy, and he jumps to 5th. And Mogsy now. Still a long corner this is. And round the final corner. And Mogsy goes into 2nd place, besting his teammate VTR. And VTR then goes and beats that by 7 thousandths of a second. As silence. Here comes Wigan Everton. Will he improve? Yes, he does by a couple of hundredths. And jumps John. Mr. Hitstick reaches the 3rd sector, hits the curb, and that's his lap gone. Nelson, who's returned from his hiatus from last week. He joined me in the commentary box after his strange event. Oh, and John's crashed somewhere in sector 3. Here, Nelson. It's unlikely he's going to take 2nd in the championship, but it's still possible. He's going to have to win, and Monster's going to have to score 3 points or less, so highly unlikely, but you never know. The Chappers can also take 3rd in the championship from Nelson if a similar thing occurs where Chappers wins and Nelson has an absolute stinker. He also runs very wide through there, which is going to compromise his entry through here and his run. And now round the final corners, the front bobbles a little bit. And across the line, and Nelson goes into 2nd place. All 4 Yamahas inside the top 4, it's Mazzano all over again. And Dick looks to go even faster. Can this be a 26-1, a 26 flat, a 25 even? And he's gone and corner cut the last corner. So let's put an end to that. He goes Hitstick through the fast left kink and now round turn 8. Hitstick not had the great start to the season, but unfortunately it's slowed down a bit. But he's looking to bounce back in this final race. Oh, Gammy, get out the way, get out the way. Hopefully that's not put Hitstick off too much. And it has. Chappers is on a lap, improved sector 1. And through turn 6. Firing that Suzuki out this corner. So if he wants to jump onto if he wants to jump a further spot, he's gonna have to gain 0.6 of a second near it, pretty much. And Dex crashed in sector 2. Don't know where, but I'd guess turn 6 maybe. Chappers lose it in sector 3 through the chicane. And into the final corner. And Chappers improves by 3 tenths, but it's not enough to improve in position. And John loses the front to the final corner. He's done a Lorenzo from a few years ago, 2017. Oh, Gammy's improving his time, but he's got on the green stuff. And he gets out of the way. Monster, the man who won the first 3 of 4 races, hasn't won a race since. It's currently 6th place. Let's see how he does when he crosses the line. It's not improved. So, not much. Let's have a look at Josh, because we haven't seen much of Josh. Never mind, he's just pitted. So look at Moggs again around the final corner. Moggs across the line, it does not improve his time. Ooh. John now going round the fast chicane as that bike starts to dance its way through. Beck respawns, or restarts his lap behind, and round the long left-hander for John. And into the final corner. Does not repeat what he did the lap before. And across the line, it's not an improvement. Nelson's still here for some reason. Nelson improving further, so... Oh no, he's lost in sector 3. Nelson looking to end the season strong. Deck once again getting red, so Deck's on the cusp of... He keeps getting on the cusp of improving, but makes a mistake somewhere. And Nelson crosses the line. And improves by a 10th. Nelson clawing and clawing. Chappers has made a mistake somewhere. Maybe somebody did a few minutes ago. Here comes Carey round the hairpin. Wiggins crashed over VTR. Okay, he hasn't got out of its way, that's good. So Gami just needs to improve by just under a 10th of a second to jump onto the second row of the grid. Gami's done a great job in the past couple of races. I think he's taken 2 fourths. And Gami now goes across the line to jump onto the second row of the grid. Mr. Hitstick, who's on the last spot of the 3rd row. He's looking good. Oh, he's hopping over the curbs there. And into the final corner. You've got one enjoying it all next season. Let's see. Mr. Hitstick improves in time, but not position. Deck. Ooh, goes round the hairpin. Makes a nice V shape. He's improving. Still into the chicane. Nice and slick. Oh my god, it's every single inline machine is in the top 5. Wow, so inline machinery is what you want on this track. Deck does not improve in that final sector, and he's... Oh my god. Oh, that must have scared Hitstick. Oh my god. Monster now going through the chicane. Last minute of the session, wow. Wigan Everton is on an improved lap. He goes round the long left-hander. And into the final corner. And across the line, and he does improve by, I think, 3/10 of a second. Here comes Monster. Can he jump back onto the second row of the grid? Yes, he does. So can he improve? No. Tappers, this is his last attempt. And that is all she wrote. So Chappers will be starting 6th at best. Moxie with a red sector 1. And he's gone and invalidated it. So that's Moggsy's lap over. You got Deck and John still going, Nelson still going. Nelson up with VTR, red sector 1. Here we go. They're firing at all cylinders now. Deck, red sector 2, and he pulls out. That's his lap. Oh my god. Flip out. He's in Valencia. His lap over. VTR is improving. Could this be second place on the grid if he can keep this up? Needs to improve by over a tenth of a second. VTR's gonna have a bit of slipstream hopefully at the end of this lap. He's still improving, so is Wigan Everton. Oh my god, oh no, his hit stick's on the gravel. That hasn't disturbed anything. So that's hit stick's finger gone. Here comes VTR round the final corner. He's round wide though. Oh my god, what is going? Oh, this is not what he wanted. And he improves, but it's not enough to go into second place. I don't know what people were doing there, just messing about. So for the final race of the season, Deck takes his 11th of 12 pole positions. So his watch collection is very, very large for the season. Nelson, his teammate, is second, and VTR Moggsy make a Yamaha 1, 2, 3, 4 with Monster stopping at inline all 5 in 5th place. Chopper's in 6th, Gammy in 7th, Josh in 8th, Hitstick in 9th, Wigan in 10th, and John in 11th. So we wait to see. How everybody does in the final race of the season. Clear skies, nothing to worry about. Hello Lorenzo, hope you're well. Just waiting on Gammy and VTR. So here we go for the final race of the season. Deck, the champion of season 2, he'll be looking to end it in style with another win. I think if he wins, it'll be his 4th win of the season. Here we go, and it is go. It's a clean getaway, and VTR leads the way. He gets the launch off the line. It's so many abreast into turn 1, and Josh has absolutely murdered. Oh my! That's a definite red flag. Oh my! What was that? What was that? What was that? Josh was absolutely sent it and caused an accident sort of like 2011. Oh my god. Oh. Oh dear. Right, so take two. Hopefully the guys can not repeat that. I mean, it was about 6 abreast going to turn 1, so I don't really know what we expect. Don't know what else to expect, but take 2. So, Deck on pole. Nelson second, VTR in third. Will VTR be looking to get the same launch as he did? And it's go for a second time in a row. And VTR once again gets the launch, but Chappers as well got the launch. It's still so many abreast into turn 1. But Nelson leads through. Oh, hit stick. Oh no, and Chappers managed to stay on. Oh my god. But it's Monster who leads the way. Monster goes up the inside of Nelson and takes the lead of the race. Monks has gone very wide there. Whoa, Monster and Nelson making contact through turn 3, and Nelson takes the lead. And that is. Oh no, it's VTR. Oh my god, no, VTR's bike's prone on the. Wigan's gone down. But John's in 4th place. Deck's in 3rd. And he comes Gammy up the inside of John. John sits the bike up and stays in front. No, he doesn't. Side by side. Through the left kink they go. John goes round the outside of Gammy, goes up the inside. Good racing there. John gets a cut back. So, oh, bit of contact there between the two. And that's Moxie behind as well. Absolute chaos this race is. John goes up the inside of Gammy. Can he get the run on Gammy? No, he can't. And Deck's gone down. Deck's crashed at the chicane. What? Oh my god. Gammy inherits 3rd. John 4th. Moxie 5th. Chappers 6th. Josh is 7th. What an absolute unbelievable start to this race. Whoa! John and Moxie making contact together. They made contact in Catalunya at the first round of the season. And Chappers is. Oh my! I fear Chappers has crashed due to lag. His bike is. Oh, where's his bike? His bike will be somewhere. It's there. So he's got back on. He said he was in second, so his bike's actually gone flying forwards. But it is Nelson in the lead. Monster in second, so Monster keeping that second place in the championship nice and tight. Gammy in 3rd, on for career best finish so far in the series. Moxie in 4th, John in 5th. Look at his best result of the season. You got Josh in 6th, John's teammate. Travis hasn't lost too much time from that crash actually, so he's probably lost about half a second to a second. Say half a second, he hasn't lost too much, thankfully. So wherever his bike respawned him in a good place. And Deck, the man who's got the work to do after a mistake. And VTR, who was leading into the first corner, is 11th. That crash did not go well. Oh, Josh has made a move on John through the chicane, but Josh has run wide and John retakes the position. So Josh now, he's not going to have a great run, he's going to have Chappers up behind him now. These two are very close together in the test here. And also we've got Deck to worry about, so great stuff. You can see Chappers taking taking the MotoGP real life line. Probably just to avoid the slipstream of Deck, or that's just the line he chooses to take. Whoa, Josh getting close to the back of John there. But, oh, Moxie has managed to make the move on Gammy, so the two who battled hard at Sepang battle again here. We're back for the battle for 5th place. John holding himself well. He's very experienced with defending at Valencia. He had to do it in the CRL. Just going to look for the outside. Chappers is also looking to make a move on Josh, and Deck is also looking to make a move. And Josh goes up the inside, but no, John slams the door shut on his teammate. And now Josh looks up the inside, he can't make the move work. Josh has crashed. I don't know how he's crashed there, and Deck's being collected. Wow. So I don't know what happened there, but absolute chaos. And VTR got to the side of Wigan Everton, and Deck now has even more work to do. So Dex just, it's not Dex race at the moment. And Monster's in 5th. Monster's made a mistake somewhere, and John has inherited 4th place, but Monster gets the slipstream and the power. Well, it's both got the same amount of power, but Monster probably got a better drive, I had to guess. And Chopper's running a bit wide there as well. So, Moxie and Gabby battling for 2nd place now. And John's gone down at turn 2. There's just no end to absolute chaos of this race. They're just falling off like flies. They're looking to make his move on hit stick. He's going to go round the outside. Oh my god, they've collected each other. 2 lines have merged there, and that's Dex's 3rd crash of the race. Wow, so absolute nightmare race for the champion. Mogsy looks to... Oh my god, and Josh has gone down at turn 8. Just crash after crash after crash after crash. Now, Moxie looking for a career best finish, as well as Gary. Dex crashed again! Well, I mean, Nelson would be wondering why this couldn't have happened. Well, maybe not for his teammate, but, you know, for luck-wise, they've been thinking, why couldn't this have happened earlier on in the championship? So back at the front, at the battle, 2nd place, Gammy. Still there with Mogsy. He's looking for a way past. Nelson though out in front. He's only had 1 day of practice, and well, that's all he's needed at the moment. You know, he's in the lead. He's led from lap 1, turn 3. Well, maybe never really got the whole shot actually, but Monster made a move on him, but he retook him. And Dex made a move on Josh for 10th place. And Gammy's made a mistake at turn 6, and that's give Moxie some breathing space. And Moxie now looking to try. He's slowly gaining on Nelson here. And Monster's crashed. Monster's gone down at turn 8, but that's still not. He's only dropped to 5th. I still don't think that'll be enough for the championship to swap positions. The Jappers is now in 4th. Just I don't know. I don't have words for this race. I mean, VTR, who was last at the end of like lap 1 or 2, is now in P6. Just the consistency from everyone is absolutely appalling. There's so many crashes, it's unbelievable. I don't know whether it's cold tire temperatures as VTR looks to go up the inside of Monster, and Monster retakes the position as Deck moves up into 9th place. VTR goes round the outside of Monster, but Monster holds him off. As Wigan Everton's crashed, so that'll promote a couple of people into 7th, 8th, 9th, and yeah. And Mr. Hit6 made a mistake somewhere as well. He might have been involved in a crash. So these two continue to go side by side through the first 2 sectors as VTR goes up the inside of Monster. And VTR, they're still side by side. VTR's got the position, but Monster goes up the inside up into turn 8 as the pair of them run really wide. Oh my god. Monster, oh my, this is... They're playing a very dangerous game here, having contact with each other constantly. Monster goes up the inside through turn 12, sorry, and he makes it stick. But now the long right hander, this is where Yamaha can just turn and have a lot more corner speed. He's just going to use that to his advantage, go up the inside into the last corner. But Monster's going to use the power of that Honda to sit the bike up earlier and plant the power down. And Mogsy's slowly but surely gaining on Nelson. I don't know whether it be... I don't think Town will be on Mogsy's side though. VTR going to go round the outside of Monster, but VTR is not able to Makes massive mistake, but Monster's run wide on entry, and VCR retakes the position, but Monster's going to get the cutback and the exit, and retakes 5th, side by side through turn 3 into turn 4. These guys have played it very dangerously here. Wow. VTR looks like he's got the better of Monster. For now, anyways. And Deck is now looking to close in on Monster. Mr. Hitstick's disconnected. So it's a disastrous end for Mr. Hitstick. You got John Wigan and Josh who are having well, John's by himself in 8th. You got Wigan and Josh fighting for 9th. Mogsy has closed the gap down to Nelson to 1.7 seconds. This race is not over. As you can see, the top 6 there, top of shot. And a lot of them have got penalties. Very easy to do. They do just go over the green and you've got a penalty pretty much. Vitiardo is now under pressure from Monster once again. Monster's front just switching and twitching, which is not a very nice feeling. This Monster's going to take a look into turn 4. Yes, he is! Off the inside. And he's made it work. VTR's going to cut it back. And VTR retakes the 5th position, but Monster's going to go up the inside into turn 6. No. But yes, he is. But VTR's going to get the exit side by side now through the left kink of turn 7 and into turn 8. He's all around the outside, so close to the gravelled end of the 2 Repsol Hondas are also battling as well. VTR now is going to look up the inside into turn 11. No, Monster's just able to hold him off. But VTR, is he going to go for the dive up the inside into turn 12? Yes, he is. These two battling it out very hard here. Monster sends it up the inside into the final corner, and he's down! And VTR's managed to stay on somehow. And Deck is going to say thank you very much, sir, and takes 5th position. Well, they were playing a dangerous game, that's why I was saying that. Very dangerous, and a crash could happen. And that's that. They've done a Checker Neukirchner from World in 2008. But wow. And Vito's going to go back up the inside of Monster. Oh my god. And Monster's going to send it back up the inside. Into turn 3, into turn 4. No. Yes. Monster retakes position for VTR. Oh my god, these two. No holds barred. Maybe Nelson's at the front. And they'll tie on points. But Monster will have more wins than Nelson. So Monster, this is the final position he could afford to be in. If he drops any further places, his 2nd place in the championship's gone as he goes up the inside of VTR. At the front, Mogsy is really close. Oh, Deck's gone down! Deck's down. But he still holds P5. Absolute disaster for Deck. Only one race where he's not finished on the podium, and that was Sachsenring. 5 to go now. It's Nelson and Mogsy go through turn 1, and Mogsy is on the back tail of Nelson. Mogsy looking for his 2nd ever win in VollGazz, first for its win of the season. As Monster and VTR once again fighting. Oh my, these two. What are they doing? Like, I'm pretty sure they're fully aware of how much they are risking here for 6th place. But it's entertaining nonetheless. As these two just constantly duke it out for 6th position. Now coming out of turn 6, rising over the hill. As are these two. 4 laps to go when they cross the line. Gami also still there, so anything happens between these two, Gami's right in the perfect position to pick up any pieces. And John's gone down. VTR and Monster once again battling. VTR's going to send it into turn 12, no. But is he going to send it into turn 14 or even 13 because Monster's made a mistake here. Yes, he goes VTR up the inside and he's through. Monster gets the exit back and retakes 6th position. Josh is there, and Nelson and Moxie made contact, so that means Moxie must have tried something, but it's not worked. This is the point now. 4 laps to go. Game on. We constantly keep checking these two because these two, they're just going to battle this whole race. And, oh my god! Just try and keep an eye out on that gap for first place, wherever it goes less than a 10th. We'll switch. VTR looks to try and hold off. Hold off, Monster's deck runs wide. Here comes Monster up the inside into turn 8. And he's gone onto the gravel nearly. Yeah, he probably did go on the gravel. And all that, well, this happened. Josh is just gaining and gaining and gaining, and Josh might join this battle very soon. I mean, Dex pulled out about 3 seconds in 1 lap. Because Monster back up the inside into turn 12, and they go side by side around turn 13. And Monster resends it into the final corner. VTR takes the wide line. And Monster takes position back. Monster just pulling away using that Honda power. VTR sending it up the inside into turn 1 and makes it stick. Forces Monster wide off the track. And Monster's going to resend it back into turn 2. Contact between... How they haven't crashed? I would have only crashed once, I have no idea. Is VTR going to send it into turn 4 like we've seen him do before? Yes, he does. Of course he does. Why wouldn't he? He's ran wide and Monster retakes position, but VTR's going to look for the cutback, and he does so. But Monster looks up the inside. No, he's not able to do it, but he's going to try and get the exit on VTR. Use the power of the Honda to get alongside into turn 7 and 8 and make the move. Oh, he's just run into the back of him! And they've somehow still not crashed. And all the while, Josh is closing half a second on this lap. Maybe even more. Monster up the inside of VTR. Contact again. This is just bumper cars, or bumper bikes for these. These two, oh my god. He's back at the front, Moxie. He could have a look up the inside of Nelson into turn 2. No. As these two continue to fire, as VTR now gets the exit on Monster. You can hear Josh there. But Monster uses that Honda power. And he gets through, but VTR goes back up the inside into turn 1. Moxie's really close to Nelson. Could he make a move into turn 6 possibly? Nelson's run a little bit wide. Is Moxie through? No, he's not. He could look into turn 8 though, like we've seen Monster and VTR doing. Moxie looks to take the title line, but no, Nelson shuts the door. And into turn 11 for the penultimate time of this race. Moxie gets really close to the back of Nelson. And Moxie looks to try and get the run. VTR and Monster still battling for P6. And Josh is getting ever closer to them. Final lap now. Nelson's led this race the whole way. Moxie in second. These two were very close together at Kota. Nelson won because Moxie made a mistake. Moxie's going to look up the inside into turn 1. Nelson slams the door shut. Moxie gets the run on Nelson. on the run to turn 2. Moxie's going to go up the inside. No. And contact between the two of them, and Nelson's come out on top. Luckily they haven't crashed. And VTR's down. Has Monster gone? No, he's not. So VTR's gone down, and that's going to secure Monster his position in the championship. I don't know what's happened there, but we'll probably find out sooner or later. Nelson now just counting down the corners as he. Oh, he's right on! He's right on at turn 8, and Moxie inherits the lead. Unbelievable stuff. After the mistake at the contact at turn 2, Nelson looked like he's won it, but Moxie takes the lead on the final lap of the race at turn 8. Just 3 more corners now for Moxie. Round the final 2 corners. And 1 last corner for Moxie. And it's going to be Moxie who's going to win the final race of the season. Wow. Nelson takes 2nd. Gammy Croc going to take his first podium in 3rd place. Chappers who had a lag crash, but I mean, apart from that, I think he's just been riding around on the track day. Deck, after his multiple crashes, finishes 5th. Don't know why he's celebrating. Don't know why this guy's celebrating, because Deck will not be happy about that race, I can already tell. Monster takes 6th. No, there's no way Josh has run out of fuel. Don't tell me Josh has run out of fuel. No. And he's missed out on 9th, and Josh is so lucky. And John crosses the line to finish in 10th. Wow. So Moxie takes his 2nd ever win in VollGazzRacing. Perfect time to do it as well. Season 3 is on the horizon. Nelson 2nd, he will be absolutely kicking himself for doing what he just did. Gammy in 3rd, he'll be over the moon. First podium. First KTM podium since Wigan in Argentina. Chappers in 4th. I think he'll be delighted with that, because after a few bad races, he's finally had some peace. Deck in 5th. He will just want this to be a race for the best. Monster holds. I think he'll hold off Nelson in the championship. Gets 6th. VTO after all that battling finishes in 7th. Working in 8th. Josh just about finishing the race in 9th, and John finishes the race in 10th. Wow. What a race. So, Moxie, Gammy, Nelson. We're at the podium guys here. Gammy, are you here? He doesn't have a mic, right? Gammy, what you could do, if you could just message me your thank you right on cue. So thank you. So I'll just read that out, and then I'll get to the top 2. Let's see. So Gammy says, if it would load. There we go. Really good race. Tried to get to the front and just manage my tyres. had a better performance here than I did on the tryouts for the junior. So I'm really happy with the way it went. Congrats to everyone. So well done, Gammy. You did a great job. First podium of VollGass. Hopefully many more next season. So second place was Nelson. Honestly, I'm not going to be surprised if you are absolutely livid with what you did on that last lap.
Yeah.
You led the whole
No,
way.
I did nothing. Basically got the same thing in Aragon here, so I don't have anything to say.
Okay. Well, it makes it my life easier. Well done on second, and you did a great job for all those laps you led.
Yeah.
So Moxie, it's been a while since you stepped on the top step of the podium, but after the start it was a very chaotic start, especially the first one. But the second one, you were about, from memory, you were about 6th place, maybe at the end of lap 1, something like that. But then you made your way through, you got to second, and then it seemed like at that point Nelson was a bit too far, but then you started gaining and gaining, and I don't know whether Nelson made some mistakes along the way, but eventually you got to the back of him, and then I saw at one point your hit markers came up, so I don't know whether you made an attempt at turn 2, but then you got lucky with Nelson's mistake or glitch, and you were able to inherit the lead and win. So how was it?
At turn 1, yeah, I dropped into 6th place. But yeah, overall I think it's a good race. Well done to Gammy and Nelson. But yeah, I enjoyed it, and I'm happy to get second win of this league.
Yeah, so you've probably jumped up in the championships so many places from because of that. But thank you for everyone watching. This has been a good season of VollGass. Will be a test next week, as well as some Moto2s as well as the junior and season 3 coming in 2 weeks time. So it's getting very exciting for the next season. New people switching teams, and you'll all see that next week. So I hope you've all enjoyed. It's been a great championship to commentate over, and I look forward to doing it for season 3. Goodbye.